Hello and welcome to Unikron's Gaming. Today I'm going to be talking about Daytona USA from a point of view of a Ridge Racer fanboy. Now, I'm just going to acknowledge and embrace my bias. I am a huge Ridge Racer fanboy. I am not really an AM2, AM1 or I don't know, AM3. I don't know if there was any AM3 racing games. Probably, I think it was Daytona 2 and Scud Racer maybe. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm a huge Namco racing game fanboy, especially the Ridge Racer series. You're talking from what? Ridge Racer 2 arcade, Ridge Racer and Ridge Racer Revolution on the PlayStation 1. I did not like Rage Racer on the PS1, didn't like that at all. Rave Racer on the arcade, I love. Ridge Racer and Ridge Racer 2 on the PSP are excellent. If you're in Japan, it would be Ridge Racer and Ridge Racers on the PSP. In the UK, the second one was called Ridge Racer 2. But apart from that, I think they're identical. It didn't get released in North America on the PSP. But it didn't matter because the PSP was multi-regional. Let's see, I didn't really get a chance to play Ridge Racer 6 because I didn't own a 360. Ridge Racer 5 on the PS2. It was sped up in the UK in the power regions to be as fast, but we had some horrendous borders, so I sort of stayed away from that. Ridge Racer 7, I absolutely love on the PS3. I love it. My two favorites are Ridge Racer 7 on the PS3 and Ridge Racer 2 on the PSP, respectively. Those are my favorite Ridge Racers. And like I said, I have a huge bias. I love them. So just a quick look at Wikipedia about Daytona USA. It says Daytona USA is a 1994 arcade racing game developed by Japanese studio Sega AM2, inspired by the popularity of the NASCAR motor racing series in the US. The game has players race stock cars on one of three courses. It was the first game to be released on Sega's Model 2 arcade system board. So that's just a quick overview of the history of that. I know we got ported to the Saturn. There's a couple of ports on the Saturn. The first one, when I saw that back in the day, I was like, oh no. And to be honest, that was the last thing that pushed me towards getting a PS1, because all the footage I saw of it just didn't look as good as the arcade. And then what's the next one I played? I played a little bit of the Daytona on the Dreamcast. Wasn't a fan of that. I didn't like the handling there. And then one day we got Daytona USA, as we see here, and I have it on my PS3. So I'm going to go through it and talk about my experience, coming from my point of view as being a huge fanboy of Ridge Racer. So let's get to it. For me, I first saw Daytona USA, I believe, in the Trocadero. And this is not in like a magazine, but I'm talking about actually the arcade machine and seeing it in motion. Was in the Trocadero. I believe it was an 8-car setup. If it was a 12-car setup, someone please correct me. I know there was a buttload of cars there and it was loud as hell. In my mind, I don't see more than 8 cars there. It could have been more, but I just can't remember. It's been so long ago now. Yeah, so obviously it was premium to play. I believe it was like, was it £1 when I first saw it, or was it £1.50 or even £2? I'm not too sure. But it was loud and it was great. I couldn't really get to grips with the handling. But anyway, that's basically what it was. But I thought, okay, that's fine. I can get to grips with the handling, but you're just playing with friends, flipping them the bird, making sure that they crashed into the wall and all sorts of things like that. So yeah. But anyway, this is the PS3 version, and I was reading how to try and master the drift or the power slide, whatever you want to call it. I call it a power slide, but obviously people know it's drifting. The handling seems a bit to do it, but anyway, okay, let's just get to the game. Obviously we're going to do beginner first. I'm not going to show you all the 8 laps, but this is just me getting to grips with the game. Yes, I know. I'm a newbie and I'm picking automatic because I'm rubbish with the manual gears in this game. Yeah, I hold up my hands. Yes, I am. Anyway, the game is very colourful. It looks wonderful. I cannot fault these graphics. I know, yes, for their time, they were like, it was, dude, we hadn't seen anything like this, especially at 60 frames per second in arcade. Obviously, this looks better than that, but colours, movement, everything, this looks wonderful. Now, controlling the car, you have to use an analog stick. Some of you might say, well, duh, apart from the steering wheel, why wouldn't you use an analog stick? Well, for me, because I come from the PlayStation and Ridge Racer series, every Ridge Racer allows you to use the D-pad. And you might think, oh, it must play horribly. No, it plays absolutely fine. With this, I think analog stick can be a bit twitchy, or it could be just be the handling of Daytona can be a bit twitchy, but I could never quite get to grips with this car. Perhaps the home versions, as in the Sega Saturn, it had a selection of cars and they all handled differently. I know that's what happened with Ridge Racer. The PlayStation original, once you unlock the cars, all the cars had different handling, with their drift, some were dynamic, some were just more grip-like, and you had everything in between. Also, shout out to the audio. It's fantastic. Engine sounds really, really good. Tires screeching, and obviously the soundtrack. When you hit the walls, fender benders, and everything like that. The voice, the announcer, telling you the laps or fastest lap or whatever he's saying. He's great as well. So yeah, shout out to that. The audio is on point with this game. Anyway, back to me driving now. I would say that I struggled here. Yeah, it was. This is supposed to be easy, but I just couldn't feel the car when the tail was going to come back in. I could initiate the slide on this particular track, but sometimes it would just be like, oh, I couldn't feel it. Even though my controller had rumble, it just didn't feel great. Yeah, so even though I didn't master beginner, I thought, well, to hell with this, I'm going to advance because I got bored of that track. I've done it so many times in the arcade, the beginner track. So advance, I've never done this in the arcade. So I thought, you know what, this is the home version, let's go, my first crack at it. Yes, I'm still choosing automatic, and this car, I thought maybe it was the viewing angle of the car. I thought, okay, let's see more of the car so I can judge what I'm doing. That didn't really work for me. I didn't find it any easier. Car's just a car, innit? The viewing angle just didn't help. I don't normally play games like this in this angle. Perhaps I don't know, Mario Kart, if that. But yeah, I was just grinding against walls. Look at that, tried to initiate the slide, nothing. It was just bad. I mean, look at this. Terrible. I was just like, what is going on? So I thought, okay, let me try the bonnet view again, because I prefer the bonnet view in this game. But that didn't really do anything different. No. I couldn't control my slides. Sometimes I wouldn't go into them, and I couldn't break out of them. I don't know what I was doing. I thought I was following the instructions correctly, but time and time again, just I was pathetic. And look, 12th place. So, you know, try again till we get it right. So this is attempt number 2. I mean, on the previous attempt, got 3 laps out of the 4. So let's try this again. Bonnet view. One thing I will say, I really do appreciate how aggressive the cars are. That's something you don't really feel in Ridge Racer. I mean, look at that. I'm just getting hit left to right there. So I really do appreciate that. But I was just trying to master the sliding, to be honest. I felt like I knew where to the course, but it was just, I don't know. I've got a feeling. I have a feeling, right? Don't have a go at me for this. I have a feeling if I was allowed to use the D-pad, or if Sega, with their driving game ports, allowed you to use the digital D-pad and they ported the game and did some whatever Namco do, so that you can use a D-pad as well, this game would be easier to play, because it just seems very, very twitchy with an analog stick. I mean, with a steering wheel, I'm assuming this game plays perfectly fine, but I don't know. I just wish perhaps the D-pad, because the analog stick is just not. I mean, look at this. Jesus Christ, I was even worse on my second attempt. I couldn't get it, and it was so frustrating. I don't understand what I was doing wrong. As you can see there, look, I actually managed to get to the 4th lap this time round. But I don't understand that sometimes 1 out of the 4 laps I would get a corner perfect, and I swear to God I'd do the same thing again, and the car just wouldn't have it, and I'd be like, I did the same thing. But yeah, once again, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Look at it, still run out of time. I'm not worried about what place I came. It's just trying to do those 4 laps. Oh boy. So what's this, attempt number 3? Yeah, something had to change here. I didn't know what, and I'm just like, okay, let me try and channel my inner Ridge Racer, and I will do the view from Ridge Racer. Yeah, it's this view is actually quite nice, to be honest. It didn't help me though, as per usual. No, it didn't help me at all. Yeah, and it's not even like, oh, the DualShock 3 is rubbish. I'm using a DualShock 5. No, I'm not. There's no such controller. Sorry, I'm using a DualSense controller from a PlayStation 5, which has got much better analog sticks than the DualShock 3 or the, what was that crappy controller it initially came with? The 6-axis controller. Yeah, so the DualSense has got much better sticks, and I even tried using the DualSense Edge. No, this, oh God, it just, I mean, look, even there, after I thought I controlled it, and it just came back, and I couldn't do it. It just, no matter what I tried, I couldn't get this car to either initiate it, or when I did initiate it, I couldn't control coming out of the slide. I was like, I don't get you. Is it some sort of rocket science? What is it that my hand, eyes, and brain are not doing that Sega wants me to do? It was just highly frustrating. So, yeah, here's me once again, 4 laps, yada yada yada, never fail. Oh, here we go. Attempt number 4. Is this 4? At this point, I don't care. I just don't care. Anyway, I have problems with 3 corners in this particular track. Sometimes on a lap, I can get 2 out of 3 corners correct. Sometimes I get 1 out of 3. Sometimes I get 0 out of 3. I've never had all 3 on 1 lap. I've done it perfectly without hitting the edge or something going wrong. So I'm going to show you my problem. Sometimes it's this one. Most of the time I actually get this right, but obviously there, catastrophically I didn't. And this is me on that corner again. Got it correct. Okay, this is the second corner that I often fail. I only done that probably because I hit the car and slowed down. And this is the third corner that I have problems with on this course. The grass, it just, sons of merciful fathers and beyond. What is going on here? And the grass again. Yeah. Oh my God. This game. And once again on the grass, and it's like, oh, I think I was actually gonna do it properly then. All right. Another game over. What the bloody do? Okay, in this particular run, I'm not going to cut it at all. I'm going to show you the whole race. You may think, oh, this is attempt number 5. No. This is just me in editing. This is not number 5. This was, I'm assuming double figures. This must have been 10 or 11. But this is the closest I got. I still couldn't do it. But this was the closest I got. Yeah, so watch my impeccable. Now, there's nothing. I can't even be jovial and take the mick out of myself. Because this was just frustrating for me. Yeah, I'm not a Daytona USA guy. I'm a Daytona USA guy with friends in an arcade when we all got steering wheels and cars, and there's rubber banding and there's catch up on. As for me trying to get good at the game at home, Sega allow people to use a D-pad. It works absolutely fine on the Ridge Racer games, on the home ports. I don't understand why you don't allow it. Look there, I almost did it, and then look, I hit this. Oh God, I almost did it. Yeah, this, oh God, this was so hard. I thought I could play Ridge Racer. In fact, I'm gonna blow my own trumpet here. I am very good at Ridge Racing. Ridge Racer 7, Ridge Racer 2, Ridge Racer 1. God damn it, someone's ringing the doorbell. Okay, I'm back. I should have edited it out, but I don't care. This getting frustrated. Yeah, so basically, I'm good at most Ridge Racer games. So in my head, I should be good at this. It's an arcade racing game with drifting. But no. But anyway, as you can see here, I'm not doing too badly. One of my three corners again. Come on. Almost held it. No. It just didn't kick back, and I don't have that feeling to say like, okay, are you gonna come back in line now? It just doesn't. It just keeps on sliding out and out. Jesus, the frustration levels. Oh, what is that car doing? The yellow one. Okay, right. My placing, to be honest, I'm not even worried about my placing. I'm just trying to, damn, everyone's spinning out. I'm just trying to finish the 4 laps, to be honest. I don't care where I come. I'm just trying to finish it. This corner, look at that. I get it right. Nice. This one, I held it. I'm getting better. I'm seeing improvements. Okay. This one, ish, because I kept on hitting the other car. Okay. This seems to be my trouble spot now, realistically. Oh my God, I think I've done, and look at that, see? It kicked, when it did kick back in, it was just weird. I couldn't control it. I was like, why are you going so far over there? Oh my gosh. The car's way, just, why? Why are you like this? Okay, we're on that 4th lap now. Here we go. Yeah, first place, like I said, doesn't matter about the placing. I held too much speed there. Come on, make this one. Yeah, that one's not too bad, that corner there. And this corner, I'll take that. Here we go. That's all right. Okay. I'm not gonna make it in time. Come on. And slides off, and it's over. Done. So that was the best I could do. I got close, but I thought to myself, I'm done. But for poops and gigs, let's try something a bit different. With my arrogance, I didn't really master beginner, and advanced I was getting better. And I thought, well, let's just go to expert, see what this track's about. Yeah, we're gonna pick the automatic car. Why not? Let's start these engines. Let's just do this expert track. I've only seen a few people actually do this in real life. Not many. And obviously I've watched people do it on YouTube. This track layout is insane. Who designed this course? At one point, I didn't know where I was going. I thought I had to go to the right there. No, you don't. Keep going to the left, mate. This track is crazy. It's actually not too bad. It's actually fun, but it's crazy. Cars all spinning out there. This just mad. But yeah, this expert track is just crackers. But anyway, as you can see, I didn't get nowhere near finishing it, and that's me. It's my Daytona journey. I'm out. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.